What is good, y'all? It is another concussion discussion. I am here with my boy Mike Talks. We're actually live on both Mike Talks and Breaking Bad Boxing. Mike, how are you today, good sir?
I'm pretty good. I'm hyped. Actually, I wasn't fully aware that you could go live on two channels at the same time. That's me being an unk, but I'm excited to hop back in, get consistent on the YouTube. I'm trying to do all social media platforms now. I was advised from somebody who seems like they know what they're talking about. So I'm happy to get active on YouTube, happy to get active with Nick and Breaking Bad Boxing. It's been too long. We're about to come with the fire per usual.
Yes, sir. I'm very excited here. We're going to be talking a little bit of boxing bets, little MMA bets. My boy Mike is a fucking sniper with the MMA picks specifically. Do you want to recap some of the dirty work you did last week? Let them know some of the dirty work and some of the calls you called last week. I messed up by not tailing some of them, but damn, you were sniping.
All right, let me show y'all. Hey, but to be fair though, I have to preface this. All right, so motherfuckers was on fire last week, but Barlow Santos under 2.5, Jasmine Jazz Devicious, and Cheeto fucked me. So outside of that, we had Melissa Croden money line, Melissa Croden inside the distance, Yusri Belgori money line and knockout. I was so sure of that one, bro. So Yusri Belgori, nobody was on him. We took the knockout. Stephanie Luciano inside the distance. The under in the Silva Park fight. Arichi Lang by knockout. Drew Dober by knockout. Charles Jourdain by submission. Charles Jourdain inside the distance. And then that's when we fell off a fucking cliff with Jasmine Jazz Devicious and Cheeto Vera. But we got it back in blood with Brendan Allen by knockout. He made RDR quit on the stool. Save the day. Let's go. I was lit.
Which killed me because if I wasn't in a chasing mindset, I would have followed the Brendan Allen shake and I took RDR inside the distance. Mar, my dog, salute to you, brother. I hope you're doing well. A huge fan of women's boxing as well myself. DJ Green, what's good, my guy? Hope you're doing well. Anyone got any action on the Pagan Montgomery fight tonight, y'all? I have to know. My boy West Goat Swaggy wrote one of the best write-ups that I've read in a long time for boxing. Mike, do you have any action on the boxing fight tonight between Malik Montgomery and JJ Pagan? And if not, would you like to join us in the unit chasing?
Because I'm all about it. I don't know anything about these guys, but I'll blindly tail.
I think boxing fans salute, brother. Guys, this is my guy, Mike Talks right here. If you guys don't know, let me just give you a little precipice and background. I've been doing YouTube videos for quite some time now. I have only been doing Breaking Bad Boxing for, as you guys know, a few months here. So I appreciate y'all tuning in. But my boy Mike right here, we've been doing MMA breakdowns for years at this point, 2-3 years almost. He's my guy. If you guys have a chance, go check him out. Mike, do you want to plug all your social medias, plug your Discord, plug your Twitter? You do the plug-in. I'm going to mute myself, and then we'll jump into some of these comments and chop it up with some bets because we also have some plays for NFL that we will get in quickly for you guys too as well.
Yes, sir. So I've been advised. I had a pretty massive account reach out to me recently, tell me they like the content, and they gave me the game plan. They said Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. So I'm on all platforms. It's Mike Talk Fights, MIC Talks Fights on YouTube. On TikTok, it's going to be Mike Talks __. And those are the two that I'm getting the most active on. TikTok's been having some success. So just posting what we're passionate about. Same shit with Nick. We just talk about things we're passionate about, and other people who are passionate will come, So if you're passionate about mixed martial arts, football, basketball, which I hate basketball, fuck basketball, but I still post about it. Boxing, all sports, movies. I'm about to start talking about food on occasion. You already know, but we're here for mixed martial arts and boxing. That's what we love to talk about at the end of the day. So we're about to get after it. Yeah, I think it has my YouTube on here too, though. So if anybody's looking for MMA breakdowns, we snipe shit over here.
I will actually put in the comments your Twitter by the end of it. Actually, let's talk about that DJ Green with Alfredo Cruz. Alfredo Cruz has actually been in there with some pretty decent fighters. I saw him get finished, though, in, was it the Mizuko Haruta fight? Not the fight, but on the card with Mizuko Haruta. He's fighting a dude, Carlos Arrieta. I was looking up at this, who's fighting absolutely nobody. This is going to be a huge step up for him. What are the odds on that fight specifically? Because quite frankly, that sounds like a little decent half unit play that I would agree on pre-tape. I don't have enough time to do any tape tonight just because we have a little bit of a busy session, but let's talk a little bit of bets, y'all. Let's talk a little bit of what we got going. I did take Pagan officially after doing a little bit of tape on lunch. I like his back footwork. I think not back footwork. I'm sorry. Stationary planting work. I like him at the mid range. I think Malik Montgomery really doesn't sit on any of his punches here. I don't think he uses range fighters, and I don't think he's great at setting up shots, and I don't think he can fight on the back foot. So with that being said, I am taking JJ Pagan. I've already locked in a single unit on it. As you guys know, a single unit for me, $50. So I locked in a single unit on it at minus 110, essentially to double my money. So I'm okay with more than happy with. Maybe I should sprinkle a draw too as well, because Malik Montgomery will have the upside and the volume edge, as we know. Mike, I definitely recommend if you can get it even money, sprinkling a little bit of JJ Pagan. So
it looks like JJ Pagan is minus 145 right now. So unless I took decision at plus 120, it's going to be, I mean, minus 145 is not terrible.
Well, the thing is he probably wins on a decision. Malik Montgomery's pretty tough. I don't think Pagan stops him. I don't think he has big punching power, but there's going to be a huge size disadvantage. DJ, what are the odds here? Let me see what book we can find the best odds here. So, guys, we have 30 minutes before NFL starts here. This is a live. We're just spitballing. We're just chopping it up. Feel free to drop your comments, your thoughts, anything you guys want to talk about. We have NFL coming up here for you. I don't know if you guys saw my Twitter play of the day, because I usually drop a other sport play of the day every now and then. NBA, we smoked it yesterday with the Ryan Dunn over PRA. But what we just did right now too as well, y'all, is we did drop our NFL play of the day, and we like Jalen Naylor over 15.5 receiving yards, minus 120 on BetMGM. Jalen Naylor over 15.5 receiving yards. His average depth of target is 12.5 yards. So we're looking at 2 catches to feel good on cashing, over 50% of the snaps on every single game this year. And he's hit this number 5 of 6 times this year. Jimmy Harbaugh himself has said that he plans on focusing on Justin Jefferson, and he knows that Jordan Addison's a beast on the other side. Give me 1 or 2 good targets for Jalen Naylor. Hopefully some good depth of targets. I'll take it. He needs 16 yards. I'll take Jalen Naylor for those over receiving yards. Holy shit, DJ Green. Alfredo Cruz is plus 500. Absolutely sprinkling half a unit on it with you, my brother. Absolutely sprinkling half a unit on you. Mike Talks is busy today on YouTube. What up, fellas? Going Rounds Podcast, what up? Make sure you guys give Going Rounds Podcast a follow, a subscription. Definitely going to be tuning in here when Mike's getting on with the man. So, Going Rounds, good to see you. Hope you're doing well, mate.
Let's go.
So, Mike, tell me what your NFL plays of the day are, because those are the plays we have to get out now, too, specifically here.
All right, I got some fucking nukes. All right, I'm going to go first. So every Thursday, I post a community play on TikTok where I ask the TikTok community, who do you guys think is going to score a touchdown today? And the most commented response is the touchdown score of the day. And today, the community was feeling fucking crazy. The touchdown score, the TikTok community touchdown score of the day is going to be Justin Herbert at plus 600. So I went and I threw a fucking hammer down on that one. And then, dude, I had a feeling about Jalen Naylor too, but what you said seems like a lock. There's no locks in gambling, but it seems just about as close as it can get as long as Jalen Naylor can catch the ball. But I had even more of a feeling on Jalen Naylor that he might find the end zone tonight. My buddy texted me. He said, bro, I don't know why. I don't have any reason to have this feeling, but I can't escape it. Jalen Naylor's going to score tonight. So I said, fuck it, Josie. Let me take your play. Let me take the community TikTok play, and let me parlay them together at plus 3,500. Justin Herbert and Jalen Naylor, both to score. I posted it on my Twitter. I said, this is the definitely not hitting play of the day. And then after that, we have one safe SGP that I posted on my TikTok. Safe. It's going to be, it's tight ends. The tight end day is coming up. So I got 2 stars as tight ends. We have up-and-coming stunner, Oronde Gadsden, over 3.5 receptions. TJ Hawkinson, all reliable, over 3.5 receptions. And then Jordan Mason to find the end zone. That will net you plus 525 odds. That's a play I really like today. And then I took a riskier version of that. This is a lot of shit that I got going. Same shit. TJ, Gadsden, both 4 catches. And then we went Gadsden, Addison, touchdown, plus 2,800. So I went a little crazy, but last Thursday was my biggest day of the year so far. So we'll see what happens.
Well, good luck, Mike. I hope they hit. I hope you guys get a chance to tail some of his plays. I usually, as you know, not a huge parlay bettor myself here. I am too safe with my units, too risk adverse lately with my units. King of Fitness, want to give a shout out to you, my guy. That's my guy. We always are sparring about my Cardinals. He loves Kyler Murray. That's his favorite quarterback in the NFL. That's a fucking joke. But former ball player himself, great dude. Love chopping it up with him in the Discord. So yeah, we got some NFL plays. I like the Jalen Naylor over 15.5. I'm going to sprinkle Jalen Naylor touchdown. DJ Green, Man, I'm with you because I was looking at Alfredo Cruz, just simply looking at the card. I didn't look at his odds whatsoever to sway my idea. So the fact that he's plus 500 when I think the dude that he's fought has fought absolutely nobody. And Alfredo Cruz has been in there with real fighters before. The issue is he has taken a lot of damage over his career. So,
and one more play. One more play.
Then we'll get to combat sports and boxing, y'all. We promise.
Hey, just because I hit a 3-legger last night, we're going to go for one more. This is the value play. 2 threes, 2 guys. This is the NBA. We have 2 games tonight. I looked at 2 guys. Tyrese Halliburton isn't playing. So let me get Ben Shepherd, 2 threes at plus 230. And let me get Al Horford, 2 threes at plus 150. You parlay them together, it's plus 750. But I think there's some actual value on Ben Shepherd to hit 2 threes at plus 225. He doesn't usually shoot that much, but with Tyrese Halliburton not playing, he's going to see a little bit more floor time. And I think there's a possibility he at least shoots 2. And he's not bad. So I like that as well.
Yeah, man, I always get, I can't lie. So I'd see that people that play so many different cross sports in one single day. And as you know, Mike, not long ago, I used to do this quite often. I used to play everything I could. But nowadays, man, it just gives me too much of a heart race, man. I'd rather just watch one sweat and just sit there and sweat out that one thing. So
same. I shouldn't have. I just made a bunch yesterday and I was like, let me pull some out. And then I just bet the rest like an idiot. But hopefully I cash, make some money.
Hey, as long as you pulled some out, you made a little bit of guwap for yourself. It's not a big deal. So we are going to jump here to the UFC card, UFC 321. We're going to talk a little bit of MMA. We're going to talk our favorite bets of the weekend. That's coming across for both boxing. That's coming across for MMA too as well. So, Mike, do you have one specific bet in your heart at plus money? We're not giving out no minus 400s. We don't do that around here, as you know. What is your favorite odds, favorite play to give out for the weekend that you had to say, I feel most confident at plus money on this play?
The only issue is it's probably not going to be plus money. At one point, I think it was plus 100, but right now it's sitting at minus 110. I do have a favorite play of the week, but it is a minus 110. So that's the only thing. But I have, well, to be fair, I have other plays that are plus money that I really love.
Even money is completely fine too as well.
My favorite play of the entire weekend is my guy. I've been high on him. I don't give a fuck if he's on a 3-fight losing streak. Look at who he's fought. Look at who his opponents fought. Let me get Alexander Rakic at minus 110. Let me get my boy, Alex Rakic. I picked him against Yuri Prohashka. You're telling me I'm not about to pick him against 5'10" Azamat Murzakanov, who struggled against whatever the fuck his name is, Tafon Nchukwi, getting his ass kicked by Dustin Jacoby? Nah, Alex Rakic is coming out there. He looks like he's on that. He looks like he's on that good stuff too. I'm telling you, Alex Rakic is going to go out there and show levels. The people forgot. They think he sucks. Yeah, he hasn't won in some time, but look at who he's fought. And Alex Rakic is a mixed martial artist. He's going to mix the martial arts and he's going to win this fight. Most likely inside the distance. I think he's going to be too much.
Wait. When have we seen Alexander Rakic put together a full-on grappling game plan?
Not a full-on grappling game plan, but if he needs to wrestle, he'll wrestle.
I'm going to be honest with you, man. I mean, I think that's a close fight, and I think that's a live bet kind of opportunity. You see if Murzakanov, how he's breathing after the first round, because neither of them are necessarily great with cardio, but if I had to favor the cardio, I'd personally favor the cardio to Rakic. I don't think it's a bad play, but I just think that's too close of a fight to want to bet pre.
I don't think it's close. I honestly don't think it's close. I think people are going to be like, all these people betting on Azamat Murzakanov, when the fight is over, they're going to be like, what the fuck was that?
You know what's funny, though, is sometimes I have to look at it in hindsight, too, as well, because I did take Justin Jacoby over Azamat. So if I'm going to take Justin Jacoby, I should probably take the heavier kicker, stronger fighter just overall. But Justin Jacoby is such an awkward game plan and style. I have one UFC play that I absolutely love. It kind of seems like to be one of the more favorite underdogs of the weekend. It was Mateus Rebecki was everyone's favorite underdog of the weekend, but I can't agree with this one more. Jung Young Park over Ikram. Ikram is round one or bust, in my opinion. Jung Young Park is not chinny, durable as all hell, can implement both a grappling and a striking game plan. Solid forward pressure. He does have suspect takedown defense, but I think if he gets past round one, especially if you get a good live line past round one, pre-fight, I like him. Pre-flop, I like him. But live, I think I may love Jung Young Park this weekend here. Never been high on Ikram. smash the hammer button 3 units on him versus Robert Whitaker. Robert Whitaker, I'm sorry, versus Ikram. Why would I not do the same against someone that I think holds a significant, and I mean a significant cardio advantage and a significant volume advantage? What am I doing? Worrying about round one or bust knockouts? How many times have we bet against somebody because they're round one or bust? Or not bet against someone, I'm sorry. Bet for somebody because they only had a chance of winning in round one and it's paid off for us. I'd rather take the chance of the guy that I think can drag it later.
Yeah, that's a tough one though. I mean, I was doing a little bit of notes, and one of the picks that I have on here is Ikram inside the distance at plus 135. I just think I was breaking it down, and I'm like, well, I want to pick Park too. And then I thought about it, and I was like, who do I think's better at striking? I think Ikram's probably better at striking. Who do I think's better at wrestling? Probably Ikram. Who do I think's better at grappling? Probably Ikram. So I'm like, well, if I think he's better everywhere, I should probably pick him to win, right? And I like Jin Young Park, but if he finds himself on bottom position and he gets stuck there, I think he's just going to get beat on and finished. No Diddy.
I'm going to be honest with you, man. I just think for a singular round, I think all of that's true for a singular round. I think post that round, I think it's really all Park or bust then, in my opinion. I don't think Ikram can put together a full game plan with a full process for a full 15 minutes. I just don't see it. So I guess that's
Ikram only has 2 losses, and one is against Khamzat Chimaev where he got chin bad,
and then one's against Robert Whitaker.
Short notice, fly across the country. And I took Robert Whitaker first round knockout in that fight. That was an absolute balls play. But I feel like Ikram's cardio might look decent here. And Jin Young Park has cardio too, but he also slows down or is susceptible to slowing down. And we've seen him struggle against Andre Muniz. We've seen him struggle against Brad Tavares. And I'm not knocking those guys. Well, I'm knocking Andre Muniz because he is not good. And I'm pretty sure Jin Young Park lost to him. Did he lose to him? Andre Muniz beat Jin Young Park, didn't he?
I thought Jin Young Park, Muniz won that fight, didn't he, by split?
Muniz won, right?
Yeah, it was by a split decision, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So to me, if you're going to
but that's just such an awkward style. You have someone just going to plaster themselves to you specifically here. Aligos, what's up, my brother? We actually haven't really even gotten the party started with talking boxing. We said we all like JJ Pagan around here. Most of us seem to like JJ Pagan. Full transparency, I didn't do the heaviest amount of tape on that. My boy DJ Green dropped a underdog that he really liked at plus 500 Alfredo Cruz, and I'm going to tail him because I also really like that play too as well. I'm just trying to find a line on it right now. That's what I'm kind of scrambling to do right now, is looking for a line on it. Plus 500 Alfredo Cruz fighting Carlos Alvarez, and Carlos Alvarez has literally fought absolutely nobody. Cruz, we know, is going to at least go in there, put the dogfight out of him. Of course, you have to question necessarily how's his chin going to hold up, especially with the damage that he's taken. But it's one of our favorite classic bets, Aligos. We love taking the gritty veteran against the unknown commodity that everybody loves to bet at pumped up numbers. So you know how that goes. Shout out Christopher Rios for that one, brother. And then, but I took a unit on Pagan over Maliak Montgomery, which is big too, as well. The fact that it's under Salida Promotions in Puerto Rico, which is just automatically, you're giving me even money on the hometown fighter that there could be corruption in the smaller weight classes. I'll take that all day. Let me go see if I can find a line on this too as well. Then we talked a little bit of NFL plays. I also posted my NFL play of the day. My boy Mike, he gave all his plays. Mike posted his Discord completely for free, y'all. Completely for free. My man charges for none of his picks. If you'd like to go to his Twitter, I am going to post his Twitter in the comment right now, actually.
Yeah, so we try to go live. It's not the Discord is not just me giving out picks. It's supposed to be like a community. So if you join and you have a pick that you want to make, I have different pages. Like if you want to make a boxing pick or an MMA pick or just talk in the community chat, be like, oh, what is somebody thinking about this? We're just trying to get active and let our thoughts be known, you know? So if I have a lotto I want to put in, I'll preface it with a lotto, or if a straight that I like, or just whatever I'm playing, I just throw it in there.
So y'all, that is his Twitter right there. Let me know if I spelt that right, Mike.
Yeah, you spelled it right. The last letter is a 0, the number 0.
Yes, number 0. So his Discord is free. It's in his pinned comments, ready to go, y'all. I'm gonna leave that up for a bit. But yeah. DJ Green, if you're still on the live, what book did you take him on? I'm trying to find him because he's not on.
I didn't see him on 365 or Bally. I don't think he's on Bally.
Yeah, I don't see him anywhere, man. I can't see him anywhere because they got Pagan here. They got Lazada, which I think Lazada wins by decision. FanDuel. I know we're all got silent here looking for these. You must have gotten the line before they closed it, mate, because they closed it on us. All we have on FanDuel now is Ashley Ann Lazada versus Melissa Parker. We got JJ Pagan versus Montgomery. And then from there, we just have a bunch of the Saturday fights. So I hope you smack that. That'd be a sick snipe, bro. I hope you smack that bad boy. But yeah, on FanDuel, actually, what is Pagan by decision? Pagan by decision right now is plus 120 on FanDuel. I wouldn't even chase the extra 40 cents for Pagan by decision. I would just play him by himself here. I do want to. Hey, I hope you smack it, though, bro. I hope you got the plus 500 so we can smack it. Let's see. I do want to. I know I'm just kind of rambling without a thought here. Me and you just kind of freeballed this one. Do you want to... Are you all parlayed out, or do you want to make a quick little parlay for Monday night while we're on live?
Monday or Thursday?
Or Thursday night. I'm sorry. It is Thursday night.
What are we thinking?
I'm thinking we should make a little... I'm thinking we should fucking... Ooh, my man's going to get a little bit of bread. Get your bread, bro. Get your bread. By the... So, yeah, let's make a little... Let's see here. I'm going to go see, because you know these busters are always giving these boosts out, so you got to take advantage of these little bit of boost. I love shopping for lines together and things of that nature. So let's talk a little bit more UFC too as well because I'm starting to lose my train of thoughts here. I'm starting to get all across the line. Get my focus back, Nick. Get my focus back. How do you think Mario Bautista versus Nurmagomedov Magomedov goes? I'm genuinely curious about that fight because I think the line is a little bit disrespectful to Mario Bautista. Do you not think so, or am I tripping on that?
Nah, big time. I think if I was going to make it, if people were trying to strike me and I was the book, because, well, the thing is, you don't want to give Umar at too much of a discount, but at the same time, I mean, it's just tough because Mario Bautista is not really known to finish people, and he's going up against a guy and we have that narrative of, oh, it's in Abu Dhabi. So if it goes to a decision, even if it was a razor thin fight and I scored it 29-28 Mario Bautista, it's not going to Mario Bautista. So the way that I see it is either he has to dominate or he has to finish the fight. And do I think he dominates Umar Nurmagomedov? No. Do I think he finishes it? I hope so, but probably not. I like Mario Bautista, man. Even though I hated him for the Jose Aldo shit where he just held Jose against the fence and it pissed me off. I like Mario Bautista and I love his mindset going into this fight. He's an awesome mentality dude. So I'm really rooting for him here, but the odds are stacked against him and he has a very, very tough opponent on his hands. So it's tough.
I think the odds are super disrespectful. Plus 400 and above is insane. If I had to line it, I'd probably make Mario like a plus 180.
But they don't want to give that out though, because people could throw down a fucking hand. Like if Umar's minus 200, he's getting slammed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100. Well, I understand that. I understand how the metrics work, but I'm saying just kind of looking for a perspective of how I would line it. I just think that's an absolutely insane line, yo. Hey, boxing fan, I got the plug, brother. That's how I got French Montana on the show, dog.
Hey, that's fucking crazy, bro. That is not the first time I've heard that.
That is hilarious.
That is fucking hilarious.
Kiza, my brother, I hope you're doing well. I'm going to be honest with you, Kiza. I think that's an incredible live bet spot. To me, this fight is a not goes the distance fight. Clearly heavyweights, probably a horrible line on that anyways. But Jalton Almeida is prone to possibly gas himself out. But is Volkov that good at not getting tree topped? That good at balancing on a double leg? I know it's Swolkov now, though, y'all. I know it's Swolkov now, but damn, man. Yeah, dude. I think Volkov wouldn't be a bad underdog play, to be honest. I've never been overly high on Jalton Almeida. He's a tweener of weight classes, quite frankly, here. He's a one-trick pony. I don't like his striking. He's literally take you down or bust. So Volkov winning wouldn't be outside of the hugest realm of possibility. So playing it, legit. Shout out on the Casemiro lack of fitness took Kamita. Bro, Let's go, Kamita, baby. Kamita, smacker dog. Let's ride on that, man. I was talking to my boy, the dog father. He doesn't think, he's not as high on Kamita as I am, and he thinks John Casimiro could possibly win that fight. But I love Kamita. You got Kamita on your books here for you, Big Mike?
When is that?
I believe it's tomorrow night, if I'm not mistaken.
I need to look.
It should be on Bet365 here for you. So, yeah, the French Montana one was good. He got him.
Bro, that is not the first time I heard. Bro, my mom saw a video of French Montana and was like, he kind of looks like you. I was like, no, he does not, bro. And I've heard it like 3 other times since then. And now this. I'm texting my girlfriend right now. Someone said, Nick, how'd you get French Montana on your show?
I think that's hilarious, man. Got the plugs. Let's see here. Yeah, man, I think let's go back. There was one more bet I wanted to discuss with you guys. So final predictions, everybody, all my boxing fans in the chat here. What are your guys' final predictions on Fabio Wardley versus Joseph Parker? Your official final, how do you actually see it going? Not the bet you're placing, the official prediction you have for Joseph Parker versus Fabio Wardley. How do you guys see that going? Because
did Joseph Parker fight who's that, the big African guy?
Bacoli. He's the dude that he knocked out in the second round. He knocked
and Joseph Parker is fighting Wardley?
Yeah, Fabio Wardley.
Vibes alone, I'll take Parker. He looked like a fucking beast, man. All vibes alone, but I don't know as much. I didn't look into these guys at all.
So all right. So I officially, on my official breakdown and prediction, I gave out Fabio Wardley money line, and I'm sprinkling Fabio Wardley by decision. I already got it, thankfully. Only put 0.2 of a unit on it, plus 1,300, so nothing crazy.
Who's the dog?
Fabio Wardley. He opened up, bro. We could have gotten him at plus 500. I'm smacking myself for that because I bet him at plus 275, and I feel like I got fucking smoked on the odds. The fact that I didn't.
Parker guy seems nasty though.
Yeah, but here are some problems that I didn't mention in my video about Joseph Parker that I also didn't mention. Is he's not overly active. He takes so many gaps between fighting, and I do have an issue with who he's fought in. Simon Keane is not the goods. Deontay Wilder, who crosses his feet and kept his back on the ropes the whole fight. No cardio, big bang zang after 6 rounds. And then you have Martin Bacoli that flew across the world on 36 hours notice and clipped Joseph Parker a few times. Now, Fabio Wardley isn't as good on tape as I remembered him watching him live, or if you were to look at his box rec, right? Like going and watching him on tape, he's super hittable. He has moments of checking off. He does this stupid hand down, chin in the air pull that I fucking despise. That will get him iced one day. No doubt will get him iced. And Joseph Parker has a great chin, great shape. But he's been stopped by, in the past, sloppier and shittier fighters, in my opinion. I don't rate Joe Joyce as high as everybody else rates Joe Joyce. And that could be a very unpopular opinion in the boxing community. And Fabio Wardley is more athletic. He's younger. He has that equalizing power. And a big thing about Joseph Parker, too, is no one's talking about is there's a possibility that he could age overnight. Another thing is this is in the O2 Arena where I still think the hometown crowd will still be on Wardley's side, even if Joseph Parker still has the fan element to it. And Wardley has taken gradual steps in competition, step-by-step in competition, which I really appreciate, too, as well. He went from David Adelaide, who we saw have a not a great fight against Filip Hrgović, but he had a moment against Filip Hrgović, right? A moment or two against Filip Hrgović. Then he took his 2 steps up against Fraser Clark, where he showed tough and gritness over 12 rounds, and he had cardio and shape for 12 rounds. Then he knocks out Fraser Clark in the next fight. And then he gets his ass whooped by Justice Huey for 9 rounds, having issues with Justice Huey's gliding in and out style. But no one talks about the fact that Fabio Wardley downloaded some data, started planting his feet, and was trying to catch Justice Huey while he was coming in. He never quit on himself for the puncher's chance. And not one point was just flinging the puncher's chance. He was starting as Huey was coming in and trying to tag him, punching with him. That's a downloading data moment. That's also, too, as well, he also had a moment where he staggered Huey with his own backs against the ropes. So these are just all things that I'm trying to put together here that led me to take the dog shot, right? Now, overall, I've talked to some people that I trust and that I respect. I think Parker probably wins this fight. I think my bet may not cash. But, man, it's a numbers play at this point because I don't think Parker is anywhere near a minus 300 to fucking Fabio Wardley. If I'm going to be honest with you, I think there's value on Fabio Wardley all the way up to about plus 220. If you can get him up to about plus 220, I think there's value on him. After 220, you're playing with fire due to the experience and the experience gap. That's it. That's what everybody's playing on, is the experience gap. Aligos. Parker is miles better than the Joyce fight, though. His progression is really good. The competition Parker has had is miles better than Wardley, too. Miles better? Miles better.
He's plus
okay.
300
No. That's where I'm going to have to strongly disagree. Martin McCauley on 36 hours is not regular Martin McCauley. Yeah, he's a way bigger puncher, but he's on 36 hours and he's already 367 pounds. Deontay Wilder, a shot version of Deontay Wilder, no legs version of Deontay Wilder. And then you have Big Bang Zhang, who literally won 3 rounds and stood there the rest of the fight, besides round 8, where he essentially had a pressure drop to him. I'm sorry. At least Fraser Clark's a live body. At least Fraser Clark is a live body. So, I don't think it's a bad bet. I just
plus 300 right now on bet.
I would put perceived value, hands history volt. This is what I consider perceived value. Again, I'm not a mathematician. This is what I call perceived value. I'm sorry, Mike. Let me just get this thought off, and then I'm getting back to you. Perceived value to me is that's about where I would line Wardley. I would put Wardley, if I were putting all of these factors together, I would put Wardley as a plus 220. So that's where I would play him to. If I was a bookie, that's the number I would have opened him at, and let the people do the talking. Let the people sway the odds. So that's all my rant on it, y'all. I know I just ranted like a motherfucker about that fight, so I'm so sorry. Aligos, and you know I respect the hell out of your opinion, bro. That's just me being counter-argument to it. So, yeah, I mean, Wardley definitely isn't world level, and I think he's going to get iced one day, but I don't know, man. I just think Parker could also age overnight, and that's one factor got put into it. Mike, I'm sorry, bro. I ranted for a while. What were you saying, my brother?
No, the guy said is him at plus 200 a bad bet. I'm seeing him at plus 300 right now.
Yeah, bro, plus 300 is a great bet. I got him at plus 275, so you're getting better sense than I have. But plus 300 is sexy. That's what I'm saying.
Parker by knockout is minus 105.
As long as you're not going crazy on it, like my dumb ass, I'm not going to lie, guys. I went over crazy on Dave Allen. I put 4 units on him pre-flop, and I bet him live 3 units, like an idiot. I lost 7 units alone on Dave Allen. That shit punched me in the gut.
I lost fucking bread on him too, bro.
Dude. And that was my fault because I swayed you into taking Dave Allen. So I'm sorry.
I was making bread. So I was like, all right, I'm already up big. Let me throw a fucking hammer down. And then that was a rough weekend.
Yeah, it was rough, brother. It was rough. And I'm still recovering from that specifically, to be honest with you. So, I only put a unit and a half on Fabio Wardley at plus 275. That is a unit and a half that I am willing to lose at this number, no doubt about it. And I will not play him anymore. Unless it's getting clear when I'm watching this fight live that, say, Wardley's winning a few rounds and Parker looks slow and aged overnight. Unless it's clear as day, then I would take him more a little bit live, but not too much more. I promise. So plus 250 more is better value by a country mile. Of course. I mean, anything plus 250 and above, you can feel very not confident. Feel good about your bet. Feel good you're going into a bet with really good value, because I don't think this fight is as far apart as everybody's making it seem. It's definitely not as far apart as the books opened it as. The books opened it as a plus 500 for Wardley. At one point, y'all, on ESPN Bet, we could have got Fabio Wardley at plus 500. Insane. Wardley at plus 900 decision, plus 300 is mad good. It's okay to disagree. Facts, bro. You know, this is one thing too as well that I love about being in the Discord too and disagreeing with the homies. Is people see, like me and Johnny, Johnny Says Boxing and his Discord have disagreements, and we're still boys. We still top it up between each other, go on each other's lives. Like, bro, we're grown men. We can disagree and still just be boys. That's the best thing about being boys. We're chopping it up like we're at a round table, hitting a bleezy and, you know, playing some cards or something. I got Wardley at plus 1,300 by decision. So I got a little bit of EV on there, plus 1,300 by decision. I love that bet. I love it. So Parker fights cautious on the beginning. It goes to decision. Wardley is equal to Berlanga. What do you mean by that, King of Fitness? Can you break that down, bro? What you mean by like he's equal to Berlanga? And I do want to
bum.
Both of these fights. Yeah, Berlanga is I'm not a fan of Berlanga, but he has really good stop and start, which is funny. That's a great comparison, King of Fitness, because in the sense that Berlanga has great stop and start, Fabio Wardley also has really good stop and start. He can stop on a dime and throw with some power. Also, Wardley is kind of a slow starter too as well. Wardley's not overly fast starter. Go look at the Frazier Clark fight. My boy got to get the zen in. My big problem with this fight is McCauley stunned Parker early. That nasty shovel hook on the inside in the first 10 seconds. It was like a shovel hook uppercut variation.
Disgusting. Dude, I bet McCauley by knockout. His vibes were immaculate. I was like, bro, McCauley's about to come in here and turn into a superstar.
Bro, the sparring king of the world, bro. WBO sparring king of the world, Martin McCauley. He was clearly hurt. Wardley can do much better. He has the speed and power to do so. Wardley is by far the more athletic fighter, and he does have equalizing power. No defense, Wardley. Wardley is mad hittable, man. I mean, he looked rough in that Frazier Clark fight, and then also roughed against Justice Huni. His nose has a susceptibility to bleed and welt. Like, he's just like me. I can literally go to 1Gi grappling class, and my nose looks insane afterwards. His nose bust and welt so easily. He eats a few jabs, and he starts bleeding out of his nose almost instantly. So I got Parker by decision, and I respect that. So
plus 500.
Where's the Mike's Discord is in Mike's. Let me go back to Mike's Twitter. Mike's Twitter is boom.
Oh yeah, we're just trying to get people active in there, bro. It's not like I'm claiming I'm some master gambler, but I do hit big bets.
He posts his bets for free. You can never ask for anything more than pure transparency, and you're giving out free plays, bro.
Yeah, and it's for y'all to post your plays too. Like, if you have a play that you like, post that shit.
It's gonna look like the Red Skull, man. That's a good point. One thing Wardley or Parker has is a great jab, a great double jab, and a great variation of how he jabs high and low. That's a good point. And dude, I can't get over this. If we see it in this fight, y'all, come back and clip this. Wardley loves to drop his hands and pull back his chin naked like he's a Muay Thai fighter. Hey, it's insane, yo. Like, I don't think at the highest level of heavyweight in recent memory, I can think of any fighter that drops his hands literally to his hips and pulls back his chin. It's just insane. And it was crazy because he did it in the David Adelaide fight a bunch. He only did it once in the Frazier Clark, first fight. And then the first 25 seconds of the Frazier Clark 2 fight, he does it. I'm like, oh my fucking God. Who is this guy? What's your pick for tonight? Yes, sir. Took Pagan. I feel the backfoot boxer, or not backfoot boxer, I'm sorry. The sharper boxer versus the voluminous puncher, clearly. I'm going to take the sharper boxer in this case. The one thing that I love about it, Salida Promotions in Puerto Rico, he'll have the home crowd behind him. I also liked how he looked at the weigh-ins. I saw someone speculating saying he looked drained at the weigh-ins, and I thought it was the other way around. Puerto Rican? My boy Mike's Puerto Rican, if you guys don't know. So,
all right, when Justin Herbert scores that touchdown, I'm gonna throw 200 on him.
Oh, wait a minute. The game hasn't started yet. Okay, so I got time. So, Mike, what would you is your unit size $100 a unit? Is it $50 a unit? What is your unit size?
Sometimes if I really like it, I guess I would say 50, but 50? I'd be putting 100 a lot.
So you're usually like a 2-unit kind of guy, if that's
yes, but I would say 50. That's what I have it on Pickett. If you're looking, my most confident or my favorite plays is going to be Gadsden over on his receptions, dude. It's set at 4, and he has 7 in 2 games straight.
Man, AJ versus Dubois. I don't know what Davison is teaching him. Wait, is AJ versus Dubois? My boy Mike, you remember AJ versus Dubois?
I was on Dubois knockout. I was lit, bro.
Mike was, the way he texted, he's like, oh my God, bro. Insane. What a cracker that was, man. What a cracker. Dubois came out there with some fucking grit, brother. Holy shit. Remember those left hook that Wardley was getting hit by Huni? He was ducking into those. Parker has a good shovel left hook. Yeah, these are all definitely, like I said, I bet Wardley because of the dollar value. And someone left me an incredible comment today that I actually really respected, which shout out Boxing Fan, because my boy Boxing Fan was definitely trying to defend the boy BBB, but I didn't take the comment disrespectfully. He was just telling me that I shouldn't let odds sway my final predictions, because he essentially was letting me know he's not a bettor. And at least that's how I took it. He's not a bettor. He's there purely for the boxing analyst side. So he doesn't like to hear people go, yeah, man, I'm going to take Chloe Watson because of her odds. Because if you listen to my breakdown, I'm literally breaking down Shannon Ryan, saying, yeah, Shannon Ryan's a better boxer. All week I'm going Shannon Ryan by points. And then I see Chloe Watson's odds. I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to take Chloe Watson. And it killed my validity in my prediction. it killed my bankroll instead of just taking the smart bet, the money-making bet. And, you know, he really made me think like, man, I can't let these odds sway. And so what I'm going to start doing for my predictions now is I'm going to give a final fight prediction where I'm going to say, this is who wins and this is how I think wins. And then I'm going to get a bet prediction. This is who I am betting on. This is where my money is going. As you guys know, my picket is public. I will always show you my tickets. If you ever DM me, I will never scribble out my amounts. I'm always a transparent gambler. Always will be. So yeah, that's how I'm going to start doing my breakdowns, because I love that comment and how he told me, he's like, dude, some people aren't here for your betting predictions. They're here for your boxing predictions. And I'm like, damn, that makes a lot of sense. Because if I was giving you my boxing prediction, I think Joseph Parker probably wins 115, 113, 116, 112 kind of decision. That's how I honestly see it going. But my money is on Wardley because the value is too good to pass up. The value is too good to pass up. In a fight, I consider a 55-45, 60-40 kind of fight. I'm always going to go the guy that I think is leaning 55-45, 60-40 to win 15-13, 116, 112. Wardley's going to make it closer, I think, than people give it credit for. But, hey, I don't know if you guys saw Dave Allen's prediction on it, but Dave Allen thinks that Joseph Parker's going to ice him in 4 rounds. Dave Allen literally says he sees no world that Joseph Parker, go watch his prediction himself, no world. And Dave Allen's a sharp dude. No world that he sees that Wardley wins that fight. So, hey, Aligos is going to join your Discord, and you guys are Puerto Rican brothers.
Boricua, shout out to my boy.
Plus 1900 on Will Disley, TD Bird. I hope not, brother. I got Godson as my tight end, my boy.
Hey, somebody in the TikTok community, there was only one Will Disley comment on the post, but Will Disley did get a comment on TikTok.
Hey, y'all, if you guys are live here, can you guys do me a favor? I always love taking first touchdowns. I take a first touchdown every game. It definitely kills a little 0.4 of a unit for my picket every single time. So,
hey, let's go Jalen Naylor, first tutty.
Squad ride, Jalen Naylor, first tutty.
I'll rock that right now. I'll put 25 on it real quick.
I'm going to put 20, a little 0.4 on it. You know what? Let's ride. Let's ride.
I just have a feeling, dude, Jalen Naylor could get a 30-yard catch when they're worried about Addison and Jefferson. But then again, it could just be Jordan Mason, but I don't want to take that. There's not as much value. Like if I'm looking at it right now and I'm seeing, okay, first touchdown for Jordan Mason plus 700, it's pretty good. But then I look at Jalen Naylor plus 2,500. I'm like, well, fuck.
Come on, champ. You don't think I want the mix of those yards? Give me a 17-yard first touchdown, Jalen Naylor touchdown, and I'm lit and I'm done for the day. I don't have to worry about a damn thing. I don't even care if Pagan wins at that point because I'd be so hyped. Yes, I do. I want all my boxing bets to hit. I care about my boxing bets more than literally anything. Honestly, like the side sports mean really not as much. So squad, hey, squad ride in the comments. Y'all squad Riley and Jalen Naylor first touchdown with us. We got about 12 minutes to put it in. I'm going to put it in. LOL, I have Wardley within 4 rounds, opposite of Dave. Love it. I love contrarian mindsets. Not even being contrarian, though. I really think Wardley can get it done. It's not something I'd believe. I didn't see your video from their perspective. You were clear to me your favorite Wardley from the odds, but thought Parker was likely. Hence my honestly, I was more talking about the Shannon Ryan, Chloe Watson, where I was clearly, when you listen to that breakdown, I was clearly favoring Shannon Ryan to Chloe Watson. This fight, I really thought, again, I think this fight's way closer than people are giving it credit for. So I'm more than okay with taking the play on Wardley, like I said. And honestly, too, take this into consideration, boxing fan. I don't know if people are in my head now. This is one thing. We do all this tape, all this studying, we put in bets, and then we sit there and think, like, is this the right bet? Did I make the right call? And so we overthink it at times, and then when it hits, we're like, shit, should have never even listened to anybody. Or then you have moments where it doesn't hit, and you're like, damn, I should have listened to everybody. So just part of the gambling train, just part of the game. I need to get some units back. I went from being up like 52 units on the month, having a goal for 60, to now I'm only up like 28 and a half, something really whack. Now my goal is like 38. So real swing, brother. Real swing. Hard to see Wardley get stopped early. I agree. I don't think he gets stopped early. I could see him getting stopped, but if he got stopped, it'd be more like 8 to 10, 8 to 11 kind of rounds. I think Wardley is a big puncher like Berlanga, but the fight IQ isn't there. I do agree. In terms of in my breakdown, I was very clear to say Joseph Parker clearly had the better fight IQ. Defense is horrendous. He might get iced. He will no doubt get iced one day. Positive about that. I don't rate Wardley's opposition like Berlanga, Shiraz, and Canelo. See, that's where I think we disagree. I think David Adelez should be rated higher than he's given credit for. which could be an unpopular opinion. I think Fraser Clark was being built to be one of these next British domestic level guys. Crispy Chris, my brother, good to see you, guy. Shout out to Detroit. And Justice Huey, man, Justice Huey, if he didn't have a chin deficiency, would be a top 10 heavyweight. I stand on that. Justice Huey glides in, great movement, good work. Maybe not the biggest puncher. If he had bigger punching and bigger chin, he'd be a top 10 heavyweight. I'm pretty confident on that. By the way, Mike, you can jump in on anything, by the way. I'm just ranting to all the boxing homies right now specifically. So
no, I'm just going with the flow. I did write down some UFC plays that stick out to me.
Did you put them in the comments, or you want to chop it up, or what?
Well, I'm looking at, if I have a couple plays for UFC, I put, for what I have here, I put 1 parlay, 2 long shot props, and then 5 other plays. 3 of them are props, or 4 of them are props. 1 of them is a money line. We have an early fight. I think this fight here between Azat Maxim and Mitch Raposo, it's the second fight of the night. And Azat is a -400 favorite. And I don't know why the fuck Mitch Raposo, I guess they're using Mitch Raposo here, because the way I think about it, Raposo has lost his last 2 fights. He's 0-2 now in the UFC. And they're, instead of giving him a winnable matchup, they're giving him what to me looks like as a sacrificial lamb. Like, I seen Azat Maxim fought Tagir Ulanbekov in his last fight, and Tagir Ulanbekov is the dark horse of that flyweight division, in my opinion. He's the guy that nobody talks about, that is dangerous and very, very good. And he's also big for flyweight. And I had a ticket that had Tagir Ulanbekov on it. And I remember watching that fight, and at the end of it, I was like, oh, fuck, man, he might have lost. And he ended up getting the win, but Azat was impressive. And now you're giving me Azat Maxim at -400 against Mitch Raposo. That's not something I want to bet on. But if you look at the knockout prop and the submission prop, they both sit at +400. And then if you look at inside the distance, you're going to turn that -400 into a +165. And I think Azat Maxim now, 0-2 in the UFC after having lost to Charles Johnson in a fight that he was winning until he wasn't. And then a very, very competitive decision loss against Tagir Ulanbekov, who I rate very, very highly. And then you're giving him to Mitch Raposo. I like Mitch Raposo, but I'm telling you, I think he gets finished here. And I think +165 is pretty solid value on that, turning a -400 into plus money, almost 2-1. Azat Maxim has hands. He sat Charles Johnson down.
There you go, y'all. There you go. My boy Mike with the picks. Thoughts on Royston Barney Smith? I'm high on Royston Barney Smith. Doesn't have that much pop. Good southpaw. Bounces in and out, floats really well. He busted up Paredes' nose in his last fight too as well. But he's fighting Danny, and Danny is a tough cookie, but Danny's not a good customer, man. He should walk through Danny. I wouldn't be surprised if he's the first guy to stop Danny. I'm going to try to power run through these comments now. Salute my brother Chris. Shout out Detroit. Do you think Lozado wins tonight? Lozado by decision. Pretty safe bet in my personal opinion. Very safe bet in my personal opinion. No guarantees in betting, as we know. Boxing fan, the round robin guy, added a few. Yes, sir. Boxing fan, round robin, my man. Also, great genetics on boxing fan. Dude's like almost 50 years old, and he looks like he's 26. Absolutely insane. Bro said my son is a big better. I said my son, my ears perked up. I'm like, your son? Champ, what are you talking about? We're the same age. The way Wardley lead hand is low, like AJ versus Dubois. What's up with Ben teaching fighters like that? I do want to say about Wardley is he likes to hand fight a lot. He's like a big hand fighter. He at least early in the fight, he likes gauging rain with hand fighting. He likes the parry, especially on the backside. But I also don't know what's up with Ben teaching these low stance, wide base, kind of bouncing, almost, don't want to say it, karate style fighters. Hate saying that in boxing, but it's kind of a comparison. I think
Ajit Caballel is the guy, bro. I know about some Ajit Caballel.
Legit. Tell me we ain't smacked on my boy as an underdog 2 times in a row.
Dude, that fucking bet that one day. And I was making bread on MLB that day. So I played him, and then MLB was smacking. So I doubled back on him, and we had bread. I'm sitting in there with my boy. I said, throw all your fucking bread on him. Fuck it. And we're in there watching it at like 2 p.m.
That was Makhmudov, correct?
Yeah, I think so. You hit me up about that. I didn't know who the fuck this guy was.
Yeah. Well, it's because I hit him on Frank Sanchez at +240.
No, that was it. That was it.
It was Frank Sanchez.
Yeah. And I seen that big motherfucker come out, and I was like, damn, Nick, what the hell? I don't know either of these motherfuckers, but I think Caballel's that guy, dude.
Caballel, best body puncher in the heavyweight division by a country mile. Not even close. Nate, I cannot disagree. He's my fave. David Adelaide just stands there and lets himself get punched the big stiff.
That was like Dave Allen in his
I
last
love
fight.
imagining reading these and like how they actually say it, because I love it, because in America, you would never hear someone say, lets himself get punched up the big stiff. Like, I fucking love that, bro. I got to start stealing some of these terms for real. Yeah, David Adelaide, maybe I'm rating him a little bit too high just because of his 2 moments against Felipe Hergovich. Let's get this money up tonight and all the way up this weekend. We going all the way up. If you did a round robin back for the Canelo card, I would be up at least 12K. Yeah, honestly, that draw round robin mixed with all the bangers we gave out that weekend would have been fucking insane. The Canelo weekend was my best boxing weekend in a country mile. And I think it was followed up with Alasquaga 1 through 3, 1 through 6, and under 7.5 the next week or whatever it was. So, man, we're going up, boxing fan. What do you think of the Ezra?
That's the French Montana reference.
The dude that he's fighting. So I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I like Ezra Taylor. I like his work, but I don't know the dude he's fighting. I know the dude he's fighting. He's coming up in weight. Let me go look at his record to see if I've ever seen Woodall before, because I don't want to lie and say I have. His face looks so familiar, man. I guess he got smoked by Callum Simpson earlier this year. I must have seen him then in that case. Fought Lerone Richards, McGorry. He's fought a bunch of dudes. I'm sure I've watched him, but to be honest with you, I don't know enough about him. What I am going to do, though, is I have plenty of time between today and tomorrow. I'll hit you up on Discord to let you know my thoughts on this fight here, because I have plenty of time to tape his opponent. I like Ezra Taylor, though, man, specifically. I like his shape. I like his pace. I like his inside work. So, Jit Caballero is the truth. Been watching Caballero since he beat Chisora. He a real man. Nasty body shirts. I want to see him fight Usyk. I think he's Usyk's toughest issue. I know he doesn't move very well, but at least he's going to bang the drum. He's going to bang the drum early and often. Wardley bigger puncher than Wilder. Very few people on planet Earth have the equalizer that Deontay Wilder has. I will say I think Wardley has the better variation and better setups of punches for Deontay Wilder, though. So that's definitely something to note. Well, y'all, Monday night NFL football is about to start, so we're going to have to go lock in. I'm glad you guys are exercising the round robin strategy. Safest first, always bets. I've never really played a round robin, so I think it's time that I jump on the strategy with the boys. But, y'all, we are going to get out of here, guys. We have been on it for about 50 minutes. Mike has another show he has to get to. I have NFL football. I'm going to go lock in and dial in for it, see if there's any live plays. Mike, you have anything you want to check out with? Plug anything? Please let us know.
Well, I do before. So I want to mention 2 long shots for this weekend. And then also my TikTok, I'm trying to get it jumping a little bit. I got to get up to that 1,000 follower mark. It's at Mike Talks __. I post a lot. I post fight clips, predictions, bets. I do the community plays for UFC and football. We do a lot of stuff there. It's very interactive. TikTok is definitely a solid spot. I'm not the biggest TikTok fan, like in terms of I just want to doom scroll TikTok all day. I just post my shit on there, talk to like-minded people, and we do some serious cashing in there. I mean, we hit Jake Tonja's first touchdown the other day. We hit Jonnu Smith first touchdown. There's a lot of good minds in there collaborating. So it's a solid spot to be. It's a pretty solid community we're building over there on TikTok. So if you want to go fuck with it, Mike Talks, MIC Talks __. It's pretty solid. And then I wanted to talk about real quick two long shot props. We got Jacqueline Amarim versus Mizuki Inoue. And Jacqueline Amarim, she's a submission artist. So is Inoue. Inoue has fought twice in the last 5 years. I don't think she's going to have anything to offer. But if Inoue is a grappler, and she's a very experienced grappler with 21 professional fights, Amarim might have a little bit of a difficulty submitting her, and her submission prop is -105, but she could flatten her out. And if she's defending the submission well, Jacqueline Amarim could be live for a ground and pound TKO where Inoue just shells up, refuses to give away the submission, and doesn't do any movement when called upon by the ref and gets TKO'd. And that will get you plus 550 odds. I think that it's liver than it seems, just because Inoue does have good grappling defense as well as grappling offense. She's not a fish out of water in the grappling. And then secondly, Quillen Saul killed. I'm leaning Nasrat Haqparast in that fight, but if the fight goes the way it's supposed to go for Quillen Saul killed, in order for him to win, it is not going to be a stand-up fight. He's going to get the fight to the ground if he's able to. And if he's able to, he is a big, strong grappler. And I think that he has a real chance at proving that he is a guy that's not to be messed with. If you beat Nasrat Haqparast in the lightweight division, that means you're serious. So if he's going to win that fight, he's going to have to get it to the ground. And if he gets it to the ground and keeps it there, I think he's live to find a submission. And the odds on that are going to be plus 650. So I think those are two long shot value plays of the weekend. Obviously, gambling is gambling. This shit is not a guarantee, and those ones are called long shots for a reason, but I see a pathway for both of those things to hit. So I just wanted to go over those real quickly. I'm pretty excited for this card this weekend. Obviously, I'm going to be tuned into boxing. Nick will tell me, oh, this fight's a banger, throw on this. I'll check that out. And then, of course, UFC 321, Tom Aspinall and Cyril Gane is going to be a banger. Also, Tom Aspinall by submission is plus 225. Banger.
Actually, bro, shout out to Aligos because I'm also not going to be watching NFL. I'm actually going to be watching JJ Pagan versus Montgomery because this is a fight boxing fans that you guys need to watch. Guys, we appreciate the good lucks. We appreciate the love. Mike, I appreciate you coming on, giving out bangers. And the best thing is I hope they hit so we can clip them. And I am going to tail at least 3 of these plays because there are a few of them that I absolutely love. So I got to get some boxing on because I'm sure that Lazada is actually going to be fighting soon here for you. Mike, as you know, bro, you're my dog. I appreciate you always. Guys, please give Mike a follow on Twitter. If you have a TikTok, I don't myself, so he knows I don't do it. Not to spite him. I just don't have TikTok. Give him a follow on TikTok. Make sure you follow his YouTube. Fuck up the algorithm. You see him like a video, drop a video, like it, comment, just say what up. And I'm sure my boy Mike don't mind if you call him French boxing fan, just so you know. My boy Mike has very thick skin. You know, he's a real motherfucker. So
you already know.
And Aligo says more of this, guys. Hey, more Mike plus Nick talks. We're going to be jumping on. We appreciate all you guys. Make sure you follow him on Twitter, all social medias. Go to his Discord, show him some love. He deserves it. Trust me when I say he grinds, puts in the tape hours. And on top of that, my man just makes money. So appreciate you guys. Y'all are the fucking men. Thank you guys so much for jumping on with us. As always, it's love, it's peace, it's chicken grease. See y'all next time.